this is maybe one of the more unlucky situations. So if we remember from like a year ago when I did the first game review, the prep for this tournament with black against d4 was the Budapest, specifically the yak attack. Unfortunately, my opponent played c4 and I had to go with this. D takes e5, knight e4 was the line we prepped. And if you remember from the game where I got to play this with white, a3 is the best move, which my opponent played. And then there is no bishop b4, so you have to go d6. And then the prep from this position was, well, the best move here is queen c2, but nobody knows queen c2, was what coach says. But if they do know queen c2, just go knight c5. That was the prep. And my opponent went queen c2. I was like, fuck. Knight c5. And opponent goes knight c3, which has never been played before. He just gives me the pawn back. But unfortunately, my pieces are stupid. So I get my pawn back, but b4, knight e6, e3, and I just got like smashed, basically. Well, I mean, okay, I go a5, and I'm like trying to make my pieces make sense. Okay, I'm trying. Prep is we hope for no queen c2. Okay, but I was the one who said, coach, listen, I gotta play the Budapest, like help me out. I have 1 day to prep. I have 2 hours to prep. And like, for what it's worth, it did work out pretty well in the other games. But like, yeah, my opponent was like really good. I hate that. So he should go rook b1 probably. He did allow a little bit too much, but of course I did not capitalize it on at all. Should I play knight c5 or bishop c5? Or something else? I gotta get my pieces out or I'm gonna die. Bishop so you can castle? See, that's what I thought, but it was a blunder. Knights go on outposts. It's so hard to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that's, I mean, like, okay, the knight looks good there, but that's so hard to do. But it also lets the bishop out. Bishops are fine tucked back. They don't need to be close to the action to do anything. Knights do need to be close to the action to do anything because they have a shorter reach. And then my position is actually better if I just play knight c5. I don't know, like bishop d6 and castle, you know? I don't know. A bishop c5, stupid. And then I just can't move any of my pieces, and it just sucked. It just sucked. Knight f3. And then I was like, ooh, I gotta be creative here. To my credit, what am I supposed to do in this position? Like, what am I supposed to do? Do you have any Asian descent? Why does everybody ask me that? B6 and be sad? I'm gonna be sad no matter what move I play. The answer is probably, I don't know. Like, I'm supposed to defend my, like, what am I supposed to play? Bishop d6? Like, actually, probably I should. I probably should play bishop d6 and be down 17 tempi. I played knight g5, and I'm like trying to complicate things. If he takes my knight, my position is bad, but the fewer pieces I have, the fewer bad pieces I have, because all my pieces are bad. So the more bad pieces I get rid of, the fewer bad pieces I have, right? That was my thinking. You can do that. You just went bishop b2, and I went knight takes f3, takes bishop e6, and I got some pieces off the board. I created like a little bit of weird pawn structure. He wasn't, I mean, it's unclear. It's unclear if he was going to castle kingside. He could have. He could really do whatever he wants. Opponent goes knight e4, and I'm like, ugh. You know, what am I supposed to do about that? Yeah, I mean, my position sucks. I don't know what to say. Bishop takes e5. If he plays knight takes c5, the position is bad for other reasons, but again, I've traded some pieces off. Bishop takes e5. Bishop takes a3. And here's my idea. Bishop takes g7. Bishop b4 check. And he has to be slightly careful here. I think he'll be pretty shocked at what the best move here is for white. What rating? He was an NM, I think. Or if not, like 2150, something like that. You wonder if the opponent will play bishop f6. I fucking hope not. So my opponent played bishop c3, which is a mistake. Knight c3 is quite bad because I just go rook g8, and now f6 is no longer a problem. Like, I wanted to lure the pieces back so you can't put something on f6. And then, I don't know, like, maybe I even try c5, something like this, and his king is a little bit iffy. Like, I feel like I equalized if this happens. The only other moves would be, like, king d1 and king e2. King d1, I don't have any notes in here about this, but I think I was going to... I can't allow this. So I think I have to play knight d7, and after takes f6, and try to pretend that I'm getting an attack. And I don't know what you guys... I'm down a rook and a pawn here, and it's only +2.5, so, like, to me that says he has to play pretty well here to not die. Like, I'm gonna castle queenside next. You have to... Okay, like, I was losing either way. I feel like this at least creates some ambiguity. King e2 is the winning move, which to me looks, like, suicidal. But the thing is, I can't actually checkmate him, because this is still gonna happen to me. Like, I should probably go knight d7 here anyways, but after takes... If I go f6... I don't know. The king is not on the d file, so castles queenside doesn't do anything. Like, rook g1, castles queenside, rook g7. Like, ugh. My queen is nearly trapped. And again, I'm down a rook. Who would play king d1? I don't know. Bishop c3 is also not that good. And I was really hoping for this, because now I still prevented knight f6, because if knight f... Like, okay, like, I also played knight d7, but even if I played, like, rook g8 here, this move loses to queen takes f6 because he's pinned. So this was, like, the hope, and I think I did a pretty good job of getting counterplay in a hopeless position. Here I just went knight d7, and then my opponent made another mistake and played queen d2, which I did not find the right... Oh, I mean, my move... Okay, it's black to play here. Black to play and equalize, essentially. You really have two candidate moves that I can see. It's hard for me to find more than two moves that look okay. Or maybe three, I guess. So bishop stars likes castles queenside, which is the third one. I was like, oh, maybe castles queenside. The problem with castles queenside is that after bishop takes b4, like, taking here is I'm getting mated, it feels like. I have knight b8. I don't know, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. It's such a weird position. Knight e5 looks fun. Yeah, so this is candidate move number 1, and then this is candidate move number 2. Because he moved the queen to the d file. Knight e5 requires a lot of things to happen for this to work. Basically, if my opponent doesn't panic, I'm losing after knight e5, is what it felt like. It's almost even a move order thing, because after knight e5, I'm going rook d8, you would think. So here, this is attacked. I don't really see anything other than bishop e2. And then after rook d8, there's bishop takes b4. And I should play queen takes b4 and play this miserable position, but it was more miserable before. I mean, he'll outplay me from here for sure. It's better to play rook d8 first, because after a bishop e2 or something, I didn't commit to knight e5. So I could go with like an f5, for example, misplace the horsey, and then I could even go for knight c5. And then, like, who knows what's going on here. It's apparently equal, but it's like really messed up looking. You should castle queenside. And then again, like f5, and oh man, he has knight f6 even. How does this work? I have to play queen takes f6. Queen takes d7, and then rook takes d7. It's like, what is going on here? You know what I mean? How do I get such positions? But yeah, I went with knight e5, and bishop e2 shut down all my ideas, essentially. After takes, I just went for this. And I thought my opponent had to play pretty accurately here because if I get the triple pass pawns, maybe I'm fine. I also have some tactical shots, I believe. Like, I felt like I had mating net ideas as well. I thought this was like some counterplay, but he just played like perfect from here. This was like, I think it was weird. It was like game in 80 with a 30-second delay in 40 moves, and then 30 more minutes after move 40. I think there were move 40 shenanigans. We should probably check back, like, if these blunders were near. Yeah, this game ended on move 39. This game, oh god. Yeah, my blunder was, I wasn't even close to move 40. Okay, but he goes king c3, not allowing all the counterplay to come in with Tempe. I go bishop e2. And I go here, and I'm like, okay, hold on for a second. As long as his rooks don't get to the open files, maybe I can hold. You know what I mean? Like, if I can play b6 and I can take control over every file and his rooks can't get out, like, how much worse could I possibly be? And I have like a little bit of a box here with the bishop and the knight, and some tactics going on. He should just like take my pawn and say I'm stupid, but he went knight g3, which was annoying. Bishop takes b5. Now he takes bishop c6, and I was really hoping for a fortress here. I don't know what you people think about that. Like, what's he gonna do? How's he gonna win this? It's all good. He can't get in here, and, you know. But he showed me. So rook d1. I went f6 because I don't remember why. I have to play a move is probably why. Rook h5. King f7. e4. King g6. Rook h3. I was threatening to play bishop takes e4 and pick up the rook, but he defends it. And now my knight's gonna be loose. And where's the knight going? Nowhere. h5, rook d3, knight e1, knight g2. I know I'm not commentating much on this, but like, what am I supposed to say? h4, I'm still trying to stop the rooks from having open files. I don't know. Like, if we get him low enough on time, maybe it'll be fine, but knight e7 was like too much to come back from. The bishop holding the queenside together was my only hope for a fortress, and now it's gone. Shocked I didn't resign here. Oh yeah, if I take... Yeah, knight, I'm just down a piece. I don't know why I even talked about it. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. He got me. I gotta work on my openings. I can't be playing the Budapest against 2200 12-year-olds or whatever this guy was. This was also round 5, and I was really phoning it in at this point. I was pretty tired. But I'll try not to make as many excuses. It's just, yeah, I need to get better. It's a terrible game. I'm a terrible chess player, and I'm also a terrible person.